going on, everybody? I'm Josh with Combat Sports Today. I'm joined today by Royce Butler. How's it going, my man?
Going good, man. How you doing?
It's a Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, hump day. Halfway through.
I cannot wait. You got any big weekend plans?
My buddy actually fights Saturday at Tough Enough, Donnie Baker.
Oh,
So I'm going up
nice.
to Vegas Saturday to go check him out.
Congratulations on that big second round finish at A1 Combat 31, picking up that flyweight title in the process.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. How did that moment feel?
It felt amazing, because A1 is probably probably top one, top two organizations outside the UFC on the regional scene. So it felt good. I know I had a stiff competition, so I felt good about that win.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was a highly touted prospect, just such as yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
can you kind of walk us through that finishing sequence? Because I mean, it kind of seemed you had him in a little trouble before that TKO kind of happened.
When I dropped him, I started hitting him with my right hand. And I was like, you know what? I can stay on top of him. And actually, I hurt my right hand when I dropped him. Um, so I didn't want to get back up because my right hand was hurting. So I started elbowing him. And then I could feel him not really trying to get up. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay on top of him, keep throwing him down if he gets up, and try to gas him out, try to get the finish.
Yeah, I can kind of see. Is your hand okay, or is it kind of in a cast right now?
It's broken.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whew.
I go in on Monday to get an X-ray. I didn't really need a cast. They said I could use a temporary cast, but if it got misaligned, I had to get surgery. So I already know myself. So I was like, you know what? Just give me the permanent cast.
Yeah,
So
better safe than sorry.
yeah,
Especially the hands being a big money maker in the fight world.
yeah, exactly.
Can you kind of explain to, some of us that aren't fighters, how that flip kind of occurs from your everyday super nice guy to going
Yeah.
out there and putting people to sleep?
Um, it's crazy because before I thought I had to get like all angry and stuff to go in there to finish somebody. But tell you the truth, dude, like I'm back there, I'm talking to the coaches, having fun, just being relaxed. Because I know, I think Israel Adesanya said it. He said, when you're in there having fun, he's the best in the world. And I really feel like if I took that and I'm actually finishing these guys because I'm having fun. I'm not thinking about winning. I'm not thinking about, oh, my upper point, down the point. I'm just in there trying to showcase my skill. So yeah, I'm just in there really just having fun.
I'm just going to give the people a quick background real quick in case it's the first time they're coming across you, or, just to catch up some new fans of yours.
Okay.
You just had your pro debut back in September of 2023, I do believe,
Think so,
around
yeah.
that time. You're 6-0 as a pro.
Yeah.
We just alluded to 4-fight finish streak. The new A1 Combat Flyweight Champion. On top of that, you also put a pretty good run together in your amateur career, going 7-1 and closing it out with that Spar Star MMA 125 title, if I do believe.
Yes, correct.
And while we're talking about your background, what is your combat sports origins and what made you decide to fight professionally?
Well, I grew up watching WWE with my dad, watching Bruce Lee and stuff. And then every time the episode went off, we always moved the couch and the furniture out and we'll fight and stuff and train. And then I think in high school I just wanted to box, so he started teaching me boxing. And then we switched over to like kickboxing and MMA. And then I was watching, so we fast forward to like, I don't remember, 2018 maybe. Me and the wife were sitting on the couch watching Cody Garbrandt fight. And I told her, I was like, man, I could beat these guys if I actually get a good coach, get a good team, and actually dedicate myself. And then, yeah, it kicked off from there. Starting doing PKBs, and then went over to amateur MMA, and then now pro.
I gotta ask, what era of wrestling were you when you were? What's your favorite era of wrestling that you watched growing up?
I'll probably say I got into it when it was like Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker. I think Brock Lesnar just started, Kurt Angle. And I think John Cena just made his debut. So I'm around that era.
That is like peak wrestling. It can't be outdone. So they just
Yeah,
need to go back to those days.
yeah.
And just kind of steering back to the MMA world and everything. You've already had 3 fights this year. The holidays are coming up. Obviously, you're rehabbing, healing that hand.
Yes.
Are you looking to kind of defend that title early 2026, depending on how that hand goes?
Yeah. I'll find out Monday what I could do, but I believe I could get back in there end of January, maybe beginning of February. But if my hand was better or wasn't injured, I was trying to get back in there in December, but or before December. But yeah, probably early 2026.
Oh wow, yeah, that is definitely keeping a super active face. If you were, eyeing the end of the year to already jump back in there.
Yes.
Uh, Ideally, if everything went your way, no injuries or anything, how many fights would you prefer in a year?
Hmm, probably 5. I think 5 is good. I done well with point kickboxing. I done around 6 with amateur MMA too. I think I did 6 one year or 7. That one I got kind of burnt out because of the fight camps. So I think 5 would be a good number. 4 to 5.
Oh man, that is a super active streak, and that's a lot of time of a lot of weight cuts to happen. Do you have a huge weight cut to make weight, or is it a pretty easy
Um,
one?
it's pretty easy. I'm not. They say I'm a big 125er, but I don't walk around heavy. I walk around 140, 143 ish maybe.
I mean, that's not that bad, especially if you can make
Yeah,
weight that many times a year, healthily, and it's not affecting your performance, obviously.
yeah, yeah. I don't walk
Yeah,
around that heavy.
awesome. And you don't have any plans to, maybe move up to bantamweight on like a short notice type of situation, maybe.
For UFC call, I'll move up to bantamweight. But everything else, I'll probably stay at flyweight. But for a UFC call, yeah, I'll definitely move up.
It seems most people are willing to take, that short notice up a weight class in the UFC.
Hmm.
That's kind of more so this generation's fight, mindset as opposed to the other guys who weren't as active or, jumping in on short notices. What do you think is the generational or just the mindset difference?
Um, I think everybody wants to be that star and get paid because a lot of fans like it when you just short notice fights. Like Shemaya, for example, he fought one week and then I think it was a week later he fought again, or maybe 2 weeks later he fought again. And people like that, like you staying active and stuff. But I feel like I'll be able to do it because I feel like skill pays the bills. Doesn't really matter if they're that much heavier. Well, it does if they're the same skill level as you. It's kind of hard to beat a bigger guy. But I believe in my skills. I feel like I'll be fine at 135.
And, and looking at the tapology, you kind of compete across a couple of different organizations as
Yeah.
opposed to, staying with one. What's driven you to make, that more nomadic approach?
Okay. Well, really, I was signed. I think I'm still signed. I think my contract just ended, but I'm signed with Combate, and I guess they weren't. Something's happened where they weren't really put on that many fights, so they let me fight outside my contract, even though I was still contracted with them. So I think that was my reason of getting all these fights. So I just fought wherever I could, and
Uh,
whoever offered me a fight. That's why I fought at a bunch of places or different organizations.
Right now, you're 6-0, like we said, riding that 4 fight finish streak. That's exactly what, the big guys are wanting to look for. What's your message to the UFC or the PFL brass that's watching this?
They want to make that flyweight division, or they want an exciting fighter to come in and mix everything up and shuffle that division. I'm the guy. I'm down to fight anybody, any style. I fought mostly all wrestlers my last 3 or 4 fights. They're all grapplers, so I'm down.
If you could guest star on any TV show, past or present, what show are you picking to guest star in?
Could it be? Could it be like a podcast, or you want like
Yeah,
TV
just
show, movie?
yeah, just anywhere you would like to, make a guest appearance.
I used to say The Walking Dead back in the day.
Oh,
I like The Walking
solid.
Dead. Yeah. think that'd be cool. If I got to roll with some nunchucks or something, start beating the zombies up, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be solid. I haven't thought about The Walking Dead, and I'm gonna have to go back and do a rewatch now. I know
Yeah,
that's
I
a
actually
big
have to start.
undertaking, but
Yeah, I had to go back
uh,
and watch the last season. I kind of stopped too.
what's something that you kind of do outside of fighting, like a hobby or an interest that just kind of helps you get away from everything, or just something you're just super passionate about?
Dude, I got a lot of hobbies. So I think if I wasn't fighting, or when I wasn't fighting, I was really into. I have a Nissan 240. That's my drift car, so I drift a lot. I ride dirt bikes. I go to the dirt bike track. I go paintballing with the wife. In the wintertime, I go snowboarding. And then lately, I've been taking all the kids to the river and stuff. I like the river a lot, so I take the family out and just family time.
You said you spend a lot of time with the family. Is there one restaurant in you guys' area that you would recommend? And what's your go-to order there?
Dang, restaurants in my area? Dude, we don't really have good restaurants out here. um,
Or if there's, like a good family meal that you guys like to sit down around and, eat or anything like that.
we do eat a lot of this Korean place. I think it's called barbecue chicken. I don't know the name of the flavor of chicken I get, but usually it's Korean fried chicken. We've been going there pretty often after like the gym on Fridays and stuff.
Korean fried chicken is super delicious. It's
Yeah,
definitely more people need to get on that train, I
yeah,
feel.
they're missing out.
Yeah, so hopefully this video gets out there. Everybody that's watching, go and order some Korean fried chicken right now.
Yeah.
And I just got one last question for you.
Okay.
What's the best piece of advice you've been given, just in life in general?
Um, just have faith in your abilities. Have faith, and when you do something, be dedicated when you do it. I think
Oh,
there's dedication and faith goes a long way.
absolutely. It really does, and that is something, more people I think need to hear, and
Yeah.
it's a great message to spread. And I lied, I do have this is the last thing I do have for you.
Oh
You
yeah.
got any family members, sponsors, training partners, anybody you want to give a quick shout out to real quick?
Yeah. Shout out to my wife. She does everything. She's my nutritionist. Does all my meal prepping, vitamins. Helps me with my weight cut. Basically everything. Helps me promote my fights. My family, my kids, mom and dad. Just mom and dad. Um, my mother-in-law, father-in-law helping me out. And then everybody at my gym, my coaches, Renee, Fritz, everybody at SoCal Fact Factory. And the sponsors, there's Titanium Prints. He's been sponsoring my last 3, 4 fights, I believe. So if you're in an AV, look him up. He does all the printing for cards, basically everything, wraps, does a lot of stuff. And then RN Law Firm, they sponsored me my last fight. And one of my buddies, he has a what do you call it? Construction business. He does home renovations and stuff. Castro, what is it? Castro Concrete, I believe. Hopefully, I didn't mess his name up.
I mean, it's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah. And then my cousin, he does all the shirts, Memento. So if you haven't got a shirt, get a shirt.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be scoping out a shirt and ordering one here soon.
Thank you,
And
appreciate it.
yes, sir. And again, I appreciate your time and patience through some of the technical difficulties that we experienced today. And
All right, no problem.
hope you have a great rest of the Wednesday. And hopefully that hand heals up, and I'll be scrolling the social media and seeing some awesome fight news coming up for you.
Thank you. Hopefully, we get that fight news soon. Hands on the hill up pretty good. It's already doing pretty good right now.